personal, seasons are generational. Times are personal, seasons are generational. Seasons are what? Generational. Generational. If you want certain things in your lifetime, not in your life season, in your lifetime, there are things you have to do. Last week I said, if you want money, you must sow seeds. If you want anointing, you must sow prayer and service. What you sow is what you reap. So you have to be able to get yourself to a point where you understand what you want in life, because it will affect what you're going to get. Last week I explained to you that when we often say something is a season, it affects everyone. So we are in a rainy season. It is not that it's raining in my house and it's not raining in your house. It rains everywhere. But as to whether this rainy season is my time is dependent on the actions I take in this season. So that time has to do with your action. Season is generational. I said God controls the seasons, you control the time. So oftentimes when you say, I'm waiting on God for my time, God is waiting on you for your own time. Because God will create the season. You have to create the time. I was explaining to my wife last week, and I got this perfect example I'll share with you. I said, the most easily described example of a season is skipping rope. Imagine two people holding a skipping rope, one person on each side, one holding the left, another holding the right. And as both of them are turning the rope, you have to be able to enter. Now you notice that the rope that is being turned around is what? Seasonal. It goes and comes. Every year there is a rainy season. Every year there's a rainy season. Every year someone prospers. Every year someone is born. Every year someone dies. It is what? Seasonal. Every year. So as a rope is being turned, the seasons are coming and they are what? Going. But as to whether you'll be able to enter the season is based on your timing. When you go in too early, the rope will hit your head. When you go in too late, it will hit your back. So how early or late you go in will determine the success, if even you would have it. So the rope going up and down are the seasons turning up and down. By you entering into that season, based on your observation of the movement of the rope, will determine whether you are in time or out of time. So you notice that as the rope moves, you use your head to count. What do you do? You are studying the season. You are studying the season. So that what? You will be able to time it well. So in life, you have to study the season so that you can what? Time it. If you don't study, you can't close that game. You can't close your eyes and enter it. So you can't close your eyes and walk in life and prosper. That level, you can't get there just by accident. No. You can't just be, oh, I'll close my eyes and close my ears and I'll just walk into it, and somehow when I jump into the skipping rope session, I'll jump in at the right time. It's not true. So you can't just be there and expect that harvest will find you mysteriously. I will just fall into it, as the father of the house will say, there no. I was there, no, and they called me and said, come and take $1 million. Some uncle I didn't know had died, and they were sharing his property. And it turns out that he left all to me. So I'm now a billionaire. Like what you watch in the movies. One person is poor, and there, no, they become rich. Like ask any lotto people who take lotto. They'll tell you, I'm hoping that I'll be there, no, then they'll call me from the lotto house. You have won, you have won, you have won. And most of them never win. So you can't put success on chances. You put success on timing. And I said, you never miss your season. You only miss your time. Because seasons always come. If seasons don't come this year, nobody should have bought a new car. Look, coronavirus or not, people are prospering. So your season will come, but as to whether you take advantage of the season is what matters. so that your season will come. But if you don't enter your season, if you don't take advantage of the season, you have missed your time. And I said that when you walk into your season too early, you waste your time. You waste your years. If you grow corn in January, the corn will harvest. Yes, you will suffer to water the corn, but after suffering to water the corn, you will suffer to dry the corn. So you will waste your produce. You will waste your produce. Because if you can't dry the corn, you can't store the corn. If you can't dry the corn, you can't store the corn. Corn that cannot be dried cannot be stored. So what happens? You use all the harvest that you have achieved to eat banku and cocoa. Harvests that could have taken you years, you have to what? Waste them. So sometimes you serve under someone and it is not time for you to depart, and you depart. And what happens? Every lesson they could have taught you or help you skip, you have to go through yourself. You have to start from the scratch. Every prayer you have to pray yourself. Why? Because you came out too early. And I said, when you come out too late, there's a struggle. People who wait for too long, they struggle. They need additional capacity. So if you are getting late for marriage, you better have capacity. Because you can't wait and marry at the age of 40 and still do just some chicken change marriage. And then after chicken change marriage, now you're going to struggle again to give birth. It's a long process. But if you get pregnant at 13 and marry at 13, you are worse off. You will suffer. So if you ask me between too early and too late, which is bad, I can't tell you, but I can tell you that they are both bad. Just that when you are too early, you waste your years. At least too late, you have chance to gather some capacity. Amen. Last week, someone asked me a very interesting question after the message. He said, "Man of God, I heard your message. I loved it. I've been pondering over it. But the question I want to ask you is, how do I know whether it's my season or not? How do I manage my season or not?" And this week, I want to answer that question. And if I don't finish today, perhaps I'll go deeper into it next week. And I want to tell you that there are two kinds of people. There are farmers and there are seeds. Before you answer the question of what is my season, you must answer the question of, am I a farmer or am I a seed? I want to teach you this in the most practical way, the most easiest way you can come across. Today, I don't want to rush you. I just want to teach you. Sometimes you want to preach, but sometimes you just got to teach. Imagine a farmer that goes to farm to sow. By the time I explain to you what is a farmer, you will know whether you're a farmer or you're a seed. You are a farmer when your life is in your own hands. You are a seed when your life is in the hands of another. Sometimes you can have farmers for specific purposes. And you can have seeds for specific purposes. You can have farmers for specific times. So by the time I'm done today, you would understand the season there to come. God will always ensure. Why do you think musicians sometimes this one will make a hit, and all of a sudden they vanish? You are like, is it that they are not singing any song anymore? No, they are actually singing. It's no longer. Why? Their time is past. You understand? There was the time of the bookbacks, then the VIPs, and then the Obrafours, and then the Reggie Rockstones, the Manifests, the ELs. They were there, making noise everywhere. They were the top dogs. Where are they now? Is it that the seasons have passed? No, the seasons keep coming, but their time is over. So imagine if they didn't release their tracks at that time. We would have never heard of them. And that's the danger. Sometimes when your time is up and you don't act, you miss the opportunity of a lifetime. Because like the skipping rope, when you miss one turn, you have to wait for the next turn. And sometimes the next turn can be 10 years from now. So before you were born, seasons were there, and after you are gone, seasons will be there. The only thing you control is the time. Now the shatters and stone boys are everywhere. Hey, very soon. Very soon. Another generation will take over. Yeah. Very soon. When you even saw them, Shatawale, you say, who is that? Just like now when you say Daddy Lumba, someone's like, who is that? When you say Kojuentri, who is that? I mean, those who know them, know them. The older generation, they know them. They know them. A.B. Crentel. You, those who know them. Now when you mention some names, say, who is that? I've not heard before. And that's the problem. They were showing a documentary on Tupac and Notorious B, and I was asking them, do you know them? They said, I don't know them. I said, yeah, you wouldn't know them. So, times will come and go. Seasons will come and go. I just want to use the few minutes to explain to you the concept of farming. The concept of farming. Perhaps next week I'll go into the concept of seed. By the time